Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. This is Capo Daniel, your own countryman. Today I have come to make an announcement which have been made already by the President of the Ambazonian Governing Council, Dr. Cho Ayaba. And I have resigned from my position in the AGOVC as well as in the ADF. I've stepped down from those positions due to issues that have been ongoing for the past 5 months. For the past 5 months, there have been issues that I have within the organization that could not allow me to function in that capacity effectively for our liberation movement. The subjects of these issues do not serve any public interest at this moment, and I will leave it to that. For our comrades who are worried about transparency, which is something I've always preached about, I want to assure you that all the cycles of the various institutions of the AGOVC are very much aware of this issue, so nobody needs to worry or complain about secrecy. It does not serve any public interest to have these things out there. And I want to thank Dr. Cho Ayaba for the trust he had in me, for allowing me to serve the AGOVC and to serve our country in that capacity. It was an honor, and indeed, everybody on Ground Zero who do not speak English, who speak Pidgin English, should be very proud of the accomplishment I have made, because I represent all of you. I represent all those who do not speak English, those who speak Pidgin English, that have been undermined for the most part of all your life. Through my position within the Governing Council, I have sat face to face with La République du Cameroon on your behalf. I have spoke to them like you expect me to. I conducted myself with the dignity that you expected me to. This is a great step to restore the dignity of our people, that the Cameroon state, the official representative, will sit across the table with me on your behalf, delegated by the AGOVC. And that is I want you to take pride in that. And I want our people also to know that even before I was an official of the AGOVC, I traveled to Spain, to the Basque Country, to the Parliament of the Basque Country, to represent our country through the AGOVC as an aide, as an independent activist. So the network that I have created on the ground, some of the soldiers that I have recruited on the ground, and that network and the connections I have established both in our country and out of our country is very, very critical to our liberation movement. So even though I was an official of the AGOVC, I was playing the role of the spokesman of our liberation war. So I will still play that role in our liberation war for our people and for our forces and for our movement, because it is very critical. These are not things you can replace. there are things that you can't replace. So even though I have stepped down and I have resigned from my official positions within the Ambazonian Governing Council and the ADF, I will continue to play that role in our liberation movement, the same role I've been playing before. So worry not. I continue to trust Dr. Cho Ayaba, and I continue to support the Ambazonian Governing Council as the most organized and effective organizations that we have, despite these differences. Most of our members have become like families to me, especially as in the middle of a war, most of us have sacrificed our own families and friends back home to be able to serve our country effectively, to stand in front there and take the bullets. You know, I'm the most wanted man by the enemy and by eternal opposition and rivals. The same with Dr. Cho and the AGOVC and the ADF. So we will continue to work together for our country and to serve you. You are worth it, and you deserve it. I will continue to be your spokesman. I will continue to be your countryman, and I will continue to be effective, even now than before. I plan to launch a platform of my network that I've created, of a new organization that will operate alongside with other organizations of Ambazonia to represent our interests, to advocate along the lines I have been advocating for the independence of Ambazonia and for separation of our country, and a broader representation of the various African peoples within the globe to fight for African people's rights. I have developed a lot of expertise, a lot of training on the job doing this thing. We were all taken by surprise by this war and the reaction of Pobia when this crisis started. And we have become something else. We have become something else, and it has become our nature. I'm a fighter. I'll continue to inspire our soldiers and assist them as best as I can. And those who have picked up arms because of me, I will continue to encourage them, and I'll continue to be with them. I'll be for the soldiers, I'll be for the ADF, I'll be for all Ambazonian soldiers and for all Ambazonian people. I'll continue to do so, not just as an activist, but as the leader of a platform that will serve our country and also complement the work that the various organizations are doing. This is what I plan to do. I've already approached the Gambian government and the various African institutions in Gambia to officially register a new pressure group, a new non-communal organization to facilitate my work for Ambazonia and for Africa. So we are together, and I hope this gives you perspective. This is not something, the details of these issues are not something that will be public debate. I don't think it should be, and we will continue to work together. Dr. General Efang, General Capo, General, and all the forces on the ground, on ground zero, Captain Small Pikin, and all of our people in the prison, Pa Fongala 4, Penterence, Mancho BBC, Benji, and all those great patriots. Mama Anastasia also in Miselele, and all of our refugees across the globe, those who are in Cyprus. I want to tell you that I will never give up on you. I will never abandon our cause. I will fight with everything I've got, with every commitment I have within my bones, until my last breath, to make sure that our people have a chance to come out of this situation that we are finding ourselves, to fight for the public interest only, to put Ambazonian first and to put our flag first, to make sure that we come out with something good for our people, the best they can have. And that will mean independence, that will mean separation from Cameroon. So thank you all very much, and let's continue to do what we do best for our country, Ambazonia. And for all my country people them, I want to tell you, say today I don't come make announcement, say I don't resign for the ADF and the AGOVC because of some difficulties and way some small problem they were get them within the organization for the past 5 months. Will be they make them very difficult for me for be very effective within our liberation movement because of those issues them. And those problems they no be seen for begin talking for our side. I mean some man no worry say we cover things them and the population get right for no. Una fit be assured say for inside the AGOVC, all the cycles them for power, that council, that mission council head and the council, all those big people they know these things them very well and we don't talk them very well. And I just feel say it be better for me for resign and then for save Ambazonian like an independent activist, and also for work on a new platform where I think say it go help me for fight for Ambazonia better. So now things that way that happen. It'll be a very wonderful time for me for work within the AGOVC. I be done to work with them even before I want to join them. I be one of the activists in way I don't work with all the leaders them. I be work with Seseko, I be work with Tasang with Fred Dentare, they be there for Ground Zero, with Harmony Bogba, I work with Seseko Ayuktabi, with Sako Ikome, with the AGOVC, work with all leaders them. I don't always make my service may be available for all of them. And I will continue to do so. Because I believe say una deserve the service we have to provide them. Since I started the fight for Ambazonia, we done come a long way. I done develop a lot of experience. I done develop a network for activists them and people them for ground zero, our soldier them, will be invaluable for our struggle. I go continue for do them. Instead for me for don't leave them so, because some of those things they know we transfer them. I go make sure say I go to work with them within a new platform where I go create them. So me man no worry. I'll create a new platform for work and complement the job with all the organization that they do for Ambazonia. Because it be very important. Maybe we continue to put our country first. So I thank Dr. Cho Ayaba so much for the trust way he done put on for me. For all the AGOVC and all our soldiers and for ADF. For the trust they done put on for me. And for tell us say we will continue to do this work until Ambazonia it be free. We don't put our life, we need to sleep, for make sure say, make this struggle, it brings something where we go give justice for our people. For the common man. And that justice is going to be in our freedom. Me, I want to tell and say, all man way it for Ambazonia, where you need to talk good English, where you talk na pidgin. Una need to take pride for the accomplishment what I do as an official for the AGOVC. Say me what the talk pidgin leuna. We don't fight today. Cameroon that finally can sit down for table face to face with people the way they represent their government officially for talk with we. And during those time them, I talk for them my mind where it express the burden we wanna get them for ground zero and the suffer one that suffer under their hand. I give that on the belly for them. They don't hear the pain way it happen. So they agree say they go talk the talk for international country in a way would the ask them we go give una. That accomplishment alone, I want to make all una know say at the beginning for the restoration of our dignity, of our recognition. Say for the past 61 years, people that don't deny say will not be in a country, will not exist like a people. So the one an accomplishment where me una own countryman Iran Risham for una behalf, and I want me gonna take pride in that and make all people them for ground zero una be inspired. Say even when I need to talk English, when I physically stand for una right, when I physically express on herself, so they when I go get recognition. So make all when I take pride in that. So as I don't talk, I don't step down now for the AGOVC and the ADF, not before the liberation. Because wait to what they do I've been like a spokesman for the whole liberation war, just like Dr. Cho Ayaba. He not just been a president for the AGOVC, but he been the leader of our liberation, war of liberation. So I've been the spokesman of the war of liberation for Ambazonia because of the duty what they do for Ambazonia, not because of the position. So I will continue to do that duty for Ambazonia, even together with the AGOVC and all the other movement them, because we don't become a family. Yes, we don't become a family. Me and Dr. Cho Ayaba, Lucas Asu, Mama Wali, and all the people them for that organization, and our people them for ground, the one that for Europe refugee, the way they listen for me, they get hope, say they will go back, country go find before they go back. Our one the way they were picking the way they for bush way they don't carry gun way, and me around encourage them, the one the way me around train them, around inspire them, also for the various groups them. Me they know say we fight na correct fight for our people. So me the whole grass strong, I will continue to serve them in the same way, even not as the officials of the governing council, as much as I can, as much as they will continue to permit me. So we must hold hands together. We fight even when we disagree. We fight together. For the time now, these things them at Asarante una, you no need for talk for public. And make some man officer with the cover up things or the hide things them, because the public also get right for no. So within the various organizations like I don't talk for inside the AGOVC and the ADF, this issue have been discussed already. So make man no worry, make we continue for fight until we reach our freedom. We'll continue for fight until we reach our freedom, and continue to follow me and pay attention to what I say and what I do, because I have established that credibility for you. I've dedicated my life for you, dedicated my time for you to make sure that you attain our objective of a free people and make the most, in the most effective manner, throughout this liberation movement. May God bless one. We day together. Shake, shake, day.